talking about the top 10 things you need to cruise. Yeah, like say someone's gonna... I've had like 4 people in the last week say, I want a boat. What's important? What do I need? I don't know anything.
Okay.
I would say, I'm gonna lump it into one and say almost the most important thing is a boat that's above the water. No, renewable energy. I think you abso-freaking-lutely need to have some renewable energy. You don't have to buy a boat with it, but you got to put it on before you go anywhere, because I'm running my generator, my Honda generator, like 3 hours a day cumulatively. So if I miss a day, I need to run it 6 hours. 6 hours is a long time to listen to a damn generator.
Yeah, I'm surprised this boat never had anything.
Me too. It's crazy.
Did he have like a gen set?
Yeah, he has a proper genset in there that has a they sell this exhaust that you can plumb the exhaust into the water, and then it backs enough pressure up where it pushes the water pressure and the exhaust goes underwater, so you can't even like hear the thing if a boat's right next to you.
Oh, really?
The boat just kind of rumbles. So it's got that. So he probably figured he didn't need it. You know.
Also, it was probably
easier.
A wealthy guy.
Plus, it kind of ruins the aesthetic to the look of the boat. Like the boat looks prettier if it's got nothing, just the sails and the.
Yeah.
It just does.
But it's not. It doesn't look like a cruising boat, though, does it?
No.
Yeah, I think I would say yes, renewable is a good idea. I would say solar is probably more important than wind.
Yeah. Is that, well, it depends on where you're at, because
yeah, well,
some places,
okay, yeah.
It depends on where you're at, but like 90% of the Earth, yes.
Yeah. With me sailing, actually no, what will I say that? What was I going to say? I was going to say something very intelligent, people, but the rat's maze of brains.
James fucked it up.
You know pinball? One of the flippers hit the ball and it got jammed between one of those dinga things, and it's got stuck.
The bumper.
And the ball was the idea, and it's got stuck.
I like it.
Because mine's a very low power boat and tiny battery bank, whilst sailing it's good to have the wind generator. The trouble is, you need to work out a system where your solar and your wind generator, or your wind generator, doesn't put any shadow on your solar.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it's so tempting, and you see it all over the place. You see the solar, and you have to see the wind generator. Sometimes you see two. And if you look at, especially the high efficiency solar, if you cover such a small part of it, it reduces the efficiency by like 80-90%.
Yeah.
It's only a tiny thing. Even a rope, a shadow of a rope going across it. And part of the time my wind generator is shielding the solar, and I lose a whole panel, maybe even 2. But when I'm sailing, and I'm sailing in good blustery conditions, it covers my fridge if it's on, if I've got pineapples, and the autopilot. And basically that's all the demand I have, because I have very little.
Is your fridge really just full of pineapples?
My fridge is just full of pineapples at the moment, people.
It doesn't have anything else?
No, it has ramalancha, it has beetroot, what you guys mostly call beet, carrot, it's got lime.
And a bunch of pineapples.
And it's got some tamarillo still from San Andreas.
Tamarillo?
Yeah, it's like it's called a tree tomato.
Oh, tomatillo.
Is it?
Tomatillo.
Oh, tomatillo, I think, yeah.
They're little green ones?
No, they're quite reddy purple. No, it's, what are they called? They're called agua tomata.
Tomata de árbol?
Yeah, that's it.
Those are good.
Yeah. So I got some, and then as soon as I run it out, I turn off the fridge, and then it's all good. But yeah, so I would also say, so on top of solar, I would say water collection.
Yes, or well, I'd say water maker, or water collection. You got to have that shit down point. Water and power are like the two limiting factors for cruising.
Yeah.
If you mess up with that and you don't have any power, you're gonna have to listen to the generator all day. If you don't have any water, you're screwed. You're not gonna cruise anymore.
Yeah.
You're gonna go immediately and find water. Yeah. So if you can take care of those two things, water and power, that takes care of 99% of your problems.
Yeah.
If you had both water catchment, now how do you do your water catchment on your monohull boat?
I've got, well, it's pretty dodgy. I can't do it whilst I'm sailing. I was thinking about it. Why can't I tap off the main? Because that main catches a lot of water.
Yeah, you could. You could put like a trough. You could put a gutter underneath.
Well, you know, like a
super redneck. Put a gutter underneath
like the
boom.
Put, you know, PVC pipe.
Rivet it. Yeah, that'd be so awesome, man. I'd love to see that.
Well, I don't know if it'd be awesome, but it would catch it. But I suppose I could do that. Now I've got a tarp, and I've got holes in the tarp, and I tap it in. But it's got problems.
Whoa, wait, stop. So what I imagine is you tie each four corners of the tarp, and then it all collects in the middle, and you just punch a hole in the middle and put a hose, right?
You could, but you want to. The boom's in the way, and the boom's a high point, so you can't have it there. So I've got two holes on either side. So I create a channel. So basically, it's draped over the boom, and then I put little ears on the, or turn up the sides a bit, and then just in from there are the holes with little PVC fittings, and the hoses go off that. It's not a good idea, it's not a good design, people, because it billows, so you get anything over 12 knots and all the
water just flies off.
So it is good, you can have a shower on the side of it, because but you need the calm rain.
Okay.
But some boats have water collection, like the Deerfoots from the
I
deck.
love those boats. I love those boats.
And so there's holes right at the end, and I don't know, do they put a cork in it? I'm not sure, but
They
it runs
probably
off
have
the deck.
valves.
Yeah, so you let the first 10 minutes run off, clean everything, and then fill up the tanks. I think that's because deck space on a 42-foot boat, even if it's a narrow thing, it's going to be at least 20-25 square metres. And every millimetre of rain, if you say you have 25 square metres, is going to give you 25 litres. Just 1 millimetre of rain.
And all the water from the entire boat, every single drop that drops on the boat ends up against the tow rails, and then going backwards, and then pretty much behind the boat. Or some boats have like little spaces in the tow rails where it can drain off. Yeah. So, just in case you didn't know.
You did solar, I did water.
Put me on the spot.
I did window as well. So
I would have a backup to propane. I'd have like propane. Actually, if you could have lithium and induction, that'd be the way to go. But I would have propane and then have some kind of backup, like an induction, little induction cooker that runs off your inverter. Because mainly, if you run out of propane, you're screwed too.
Yeah. I used to cook on long reef with an alcohol burner, and I think they're great.
You're stupid.
No, they're great. Why? Why is that?
That's crazy.
Why?
Isn't it kind of dangerous? Plus, are you talking about like you fill the alcohol in a little cup?
No, it's a little pressure thing. You pump it.
Oh, yeah, but that's not really like, you can't have a crew of 5 if you're using a camp stove.
It's pretty. Hey, look, I had 4 Scandinavians on the boat, and we did fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it had 2 burners. No, I had 2 burners. You can buy it.
Oh, I've seen these things. They have cans of alcohol, right?
Yeah, there's a can that you fill up.
Those are all right.
And the thing is, it's 20 litres, like you buy it in 20 litres, and it costs bugger all. It's like $40. And I think that did me for 7 months.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should buy one of those.
And you can have those as a backup.
Yeah, you can have one of those like just stuffed somewhere.
Yeah. It doesn't connect to anything. It's self-contained unit, and the alcohol thing that sits up, you could just unscrew that. I thought
that you were trying to be like caveman-y, and you had one of those like old alcohol ones that you had like a kerosene burner.
You can pour it in.
Yeah.
They're good too. I used to have one of those on long reef too for my smoker.
Fucking kerosene. There's a reason that people don't use those anymore.
No, I don't get. I've heard so many bad stories about alcohol burners, and how these people writing books on cruising. Every time I'm in an anchorage, I see some guy running this alcohol burner that's burning with this blue flame, and they throw it in the water.
I've never seen that.
Alcohol, right? If it goes out of control, and it has gone out of control, because when you're trying to teach Scandinavian crew to fill it up and whatever, and it spills on the deck. Yes, there was a blue flame all over the kitchen.
Kind of scary.
I got half a cup of water, and I went, psh, and it was gone. That's all it was.
Well,
It's
okay.
easy. It is easy. I love it. I love it. And in fact, if I could have... I bought an alcohol burner, but the guy said it worked, and it didn't. It was all corroded up.
Oh, shit.
So I would have ripped out everything,
Yeah.
and but I gave it away to someone. Maybe they could...
Okay, so some kind of backup to cooking would be good.
Yeah.
Induction, if you have enough batteries, alcohol burner. Actually, those alcohol stoves, you can buy them. In Mexico, they sold the one burner versions, and they folded up into this little tiny
Jesus.
thing. I mean, like,
Do
and
you
then
know
they
what-
would fold all out, and then you'd put the alcohol canister next to it, and they cost like $30. And yes, invariably they would go bad, but I mean, they were $30.
Is the canister not something you buy as a...
You can't
You just fill it
refill.
up?
You can't refill these ones. That's the only problem.
I see. What I'd do is I would jimmy some kind of little tank,
That's a good idea.
and then
Then
so I
fill
could
it.
fill it up.
Along those same lines, if you are going to have propane, which most people do, I would have all of the connections you have, you need to hook it up to another tank to fill it from that tank, because it's probably not a good advice for everyone, but and it is a little dangerous, but it makes it so much easier if you can just go to a country, buy one of their tanks, or we're giving a deposit because you get your money back when you turn it in. And then use that tank to fill up your own tanks, and you don't have to like pay a guy $3,700 to take your tanks to 4 hours away, and then you might not get your tanks back, and then you gotta prepay him, and then you gotta wait, and then what are you supposed to do for the meantime? And then it just is so much easier. And most of the long-term cruisers that I know have those connectors.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people that sell like a universal set for the whole world. They have a French one and a
All right.
Brazilian one, and a Panamanian one, and a Costa Rican one. That's different for almost every
I
country.
don't think it's dangerous. You're just dealing with gas. You
Well, it could explode if you don't do it correctly. It could light on fire if it has a huge
just, what,
leak.
if you're smoking next to it?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm not really sure exactly how you would.
Oh, I think it's a great idea. I don't have any of that, but I'm actually going to get the details.
Dude,
'Cause
yeah, it's so easy.
I know. Yeah. Well, you're getting all the connections.
Yeah,
I'm
they
getting
sell
the-
these little connections that they go into the propane bottle, and then the other side is a 1/4-inch MPT fitting.
Yeah.
So you can put in whatever the hell you want there.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So easily. And then you just use the yellow color tape for gas.
oh, right.
You don't use the white.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, there you go. I've just learned something, people. What else?
Donate!
Oh, yeah. This is an easy one, people. Spear gun.
Oh yeah.
Fishing gear.
Absolutely. Learn to fish.
Yes. Yeah.
Both trolling,
Yeah.
fishing off the boat with the jigging, and spearing. I mean, whatever you like.
All three.
I would say one of my top 10 now is a spare air. Have you ever seen those spare air things? They're little, and you can fill them up from a scuba tank.
Yeah.
Man, you get 15 minutes of air. Dude,
what's that for?
It's so because what if your shaft breaks and falls out of your boat? You gotta
Oh,
go
right.
plug it.
I thought you were talking about this is on the fishing.
Especially with a monohull boat, since most of it's pretty low, and not a lot of people
Yeah, that's
are
that's actually a
comfortable
good
getting
idea.
that low.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if you
yeah,
have
yeah.
a problem with your prop, or you need to repitch
Yeah,
it, or
yeah.
you need to check for a hole in your boat, or you need to go even to plug a broken seacock or something. This is 15 minutes of air. That's enough to do
Yeah.
anything under your boat.
So you'd have a proper bottle,
Yeah, you need
Like a
you would
Steely
need
or something?
you'd need a tank.
and then you just tap it off.
You don't need a Steely. You can just have an aluminum tank,
Yeah.
whatever, and then you just tap it off, and you get 10 fills from that one bottle on
No,
your
that's
spare.
that's a good idea. I usually just do the job
Way
by holding my
cheaper.
breath.
Yeah, but dude,
most people,
you're a
yeah.
free diver. It's
Yeah.
not everybody's a free diver.
Yeah.
It's not. It's so misunderstood. You think so much differently than most people because you're so
Well,
comfortable in the underwater
I
world.
just don't think.
Yeah, but you have to understand. Not
Avoid
a lot
all
of
of
people
that.
are that comfortable.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think spare air, or you could say scuba gear, but you don't really need $6,000 in scuba gear just to go and fix something under your boat or clean the bottom. You really don't. But yeah, okay, scuba gear or spare air or spare air. But the spare air is a good $400 investment, and they're badass. They're made really nicely.
They're $400.
Yeah,
Really, that's expensive, isn't it?
bet you can get one for free.
What's that over there?
Sponsorship.
Possibly. Possibly.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, shivers.
Shivers?
Shivers.
Did you really
Shiver
say
me
that?
timber. Yeah, what's that old sailing saying? Shiver me timbers.
Shiver me timbers.
I don't even know what that means.
Shiver something.
For me, I would.
Do you say that often, shivers?
Yeah. Well, it's better than saying shit.
I like it. I'm gonna do that.
Shivers.
Oh, shivers!
It's
You
swear.
sound like my grandfather.
It's swearing for a
shivers.
7-year-old
Yeah.
in a church.
Yeah. Don't say that, son.
Oh, let me think. Well, I'm a bit alternative, so I would have on the boat all the necessary. I don't take much medications. I don't have any medications on the boat. In fact, I would be having all natural remedies like tea tree oil that you get from Australia. It's a disinfectant thing. I'd have olive oil for
Does
the
that
ears.
come from Australia?
Yeah, but I think you guys flogged it, and it's growing
Probably.
in America now too. You flogged our macadamias.
Oh,
Macadamias only grew in
really?
Australia, only. And the French used to buy them from us, and now they buy them from you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So I'd have a natural.
Homeopathic.
Well, yeah. Well, I know.
Closet.
It's more natural. I'd have, but basically tea tree oil is the only thing I'd. So I should just say tea tree oil, people.
Do you drink it?
You can have small doses, but it's a poison. But you can, when I've had a bug in me, like some bacteria, you put a drop, and it doesn't taste that great, and it goes through your system.
Huh.
Yeah, and it doesn't kill your good stuff, apparently. I don't know how that works, but it's a natural herbicide, fungicide, bactericide. It's a fantastic stuff, and it's when you have a cut and you put, is it betadine?
Betadine.
You put it on and it stings, right?
Yeah.
Tea tree oil does not sting, so it's not hurting you.
Yeah.
It's just killing the nasty shit. So, well, I mean, if you stick it in your eyes,
You
it'll
put it
hurt.
on all your scratches. Like I got scratched by coral today. I should put some tea tree
Well,
oil on that.
Well, here's another thing. We've got 200 million years of evolution. I think your body can handle simple scratches.
It hurts.
I know. Well, if it hurts, well then if it can get infected, then you can put tea tree oil on it. You don't even have to put it on the cut. You just put it near it, and it creeps into it.
Really?
It's great
That's
stuff.
crazy.
And if you've got an ear infection, you just smear it on your finger and just put it on the outside of your ear. And if you're going to do the olive oil thing, if you've seen my vlog, which is good for your ears, ear infections, and all of that, and it just creeps inside and it sorts it out. It's all I've got. It's my medical.
I
kit.
think that you should have some antibiotics. I've actually had to use them before. I think there has to be some real drugs too.
Yeah. Okay. I just.
And a good painkiller.
Yeah. If you look, sometimes you might break something, right?
Yeah.
And you're in pain and you
That's
need
what
to
I'm
do
saying.
it.
Like,
So yeah, I probably I would
you need something.
Well, thanks for
strong,
bringing that up.
You know.
I've been very lucky so far, people.
Well, there's a couple things. I don't agree in taking pastillas either, pills, but having an antibiotic is really good. I had to use it with Anna actually. That was the most recent. A couple months ago, she got some really bad, really bad, and
in the
it
tropics,
cleared it up.
you can get some nasty stuff.
Yeah, and she couldn't even sleep. She couldn't pee. She had a really bad urinary tract infection.
Ah,
And,
okay.
yeah.
Do you have cranberry juice?
Four things of cranberry juice and those amoxicillin tablets took care of it.
Is that in those little powder, little packs? You mix it in the water?
The amoxicillin?
Yeah, is it?
No. That's a pill.
Oh, is it?
It's
Okay.
like 21 pills that you take.
Yeah, maybe you do. I just try and avoid everything like the plague.
Yeah, I don't like taking antibiotics. I hate them, but there are times where you have to take them.
Yeah. Well, I had a tooth.
Blood poisoning.
I had a
coming
tooth
up your
ripped
arm.
out, and he goes, "You need to take this. You need to take this.
Great. Then
need
you
to
get
take
that
this."
filled, and then you save it. That's always
No, I
what
just
I
went-
always did. No. Get that filled.
And then I was going, "Oh,
You
fuck."
never know what.
For the first 2 nights, oh, fuck. Yeah, but you got to learn from your pain.
Yeah.
People don't learn anymore. People just go, "Oh, I got a headache.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take a headache tablet." They don't think, what did I eat during the day that stuffed me up?
These flies up here? Yes, they are. They're
These
bugs.
flies.
Oh, I'm gonna kill those bastards right
I'm going to hold the fort here by saying something intelligent. you might have to wait it for a while. People?
Actually, this is number 9 for me.
Oh, here we go.
You ever seen one of these? This is a bug assault.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you want to grab this camera?
No, leave that there. I'll film it with mine.
No,
no, you want... Oh, yeah, mine's...
I can just take it off real quick.
Right, you mind shooting?
You want to shoot it?
Yeah. Well, I hope I... Is it loaded? Is it cocked?
It's loaded and cocked.
Right.
You have to be a little bit closer than that. There you go, right there.
Do I have to aim?
Yeah, you have to aim. You have to aim right there. Fucking safety!
Safety? You don't have safeties on guns, people. There's no such thing.
Oh, you got him. Now get those rest of those bastards. Yeah, get that one. Got him.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
You know how you were
one
talking
more.
about the 10 most essential things on a boat? You need one of these, baby.
No, dude, I'm not kidding. I love that thing.
You know, if your wife or your girlfriend doesn't cook properly, hey baby.
I actually did shoot one of my girlfriends with that. Not a good idea. I just thought it would be fun to it's long range,
Not in the eye.
No, not in the face. Not in the hair.
Because it's like salt, isn't it?
Yeah. All right,
How much was that? Would that only be $20?
One of my fans saw me going crazy with a fly swatter and sent it to me.
Wow.
Yeah. You gotta get you one.
Oh yeah, so tea tree oil. It's a bit of a bizarre one, but that's what that's mine.
Okay, yeah. So homeopathic cures or
nasty stuff.
a good medical kit. I think that's probably everybody thinks about that. Like, what should I have? That could be a whole video. But honestly, as long as you have...
Well, not for mine. It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Tea tree oil.
I used to have a really good medical kit. I had IVs. I had drip bags. I had I had suture kits. Yeah, I had to give myself stitches.
Yeah,
once.
I
put a knife. When I was trying to get a coconut with a butter knife. I put the butter knife like this far into my hand, man. Yeah, I know. It makes your balls like suck back inside you, huh?
Baby.
Yeah.
I had that all on long roof too.
Yeah. You'll get there again. It hasn't been that long, right?
Possibly.
A couple years?
No, it's 4 years.
No way. You did not wreck your boat 4 years ago.
It's 2017.
No way.
Yeah. 4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago?
And I'm still in my crummy situation. Try.
You ought to start a Kickstarter campaign for your movie.
It's all good, people. 2022 is going to be my year. And if not, 2025.
So, that's probably like 8 or 9 things. Is there anything else?
No, it's not 8 or 9. It's like 5.
That was like 6.
All right.
If you include that.
Okay.
Anything else? A good machete.
Essential things.
It's funny because both of us were probably not the best. I just realized that both of us are pretty Spartan and probably not the best ones to be. Like,
yeah, but I would also say a planing dinghy.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're cruising, depends on the way you want to cruise. I mean, I see a lot of cruisers that I don't get why they just don't live in an apartment and watch TV and do exactly the same thing, because they pull into an anchorage and I never see them leave the boat. And when I've knocked on the door to give them a bit of fish because I've got extra fish, this blast of cold air comes out and calms the water, you know? It's just like...
you see like the cloud.
Cloud of, going on.
That'd be awesome.
And then amongst that that expanding cold air, I usually smell bread getting made.
That's right. All those guys bake bread and stay in the AC all day.
And they don't leave their boat for weeks. Now, if that's the case, well, you don't need a planing dinghy. But if you're a cruiser, you want to go visit places around your boat, and you need to get there quite fast. So
yeah, planing dinghy, absolutely dinghy.
Yeah.
Period. Like that's it's your car, people.
Yeah.
So. That's the number one problem with cruisers is they're always going through dinghies and they have problems with dinghies. I would recommend the OC Tender. Shameless plug. I love those. I think they're the best dinghy in the world. They're composite and they don't have anything to fill. No pump. You don't even have to carry a pump. You do have to carry a baler still.
If you hop up on the side and there's no one on the other side to balance you, how far does it tip over?
It tips pretty far, but it doesn't tip over.
Okay.
You can't really tip it over. You can't tip it over like that because it's got the outer rail is this thick of that PFD material. So it feels a little unstable because it's not a V. But once you get on one,
it's a flattish bottom, is it?
It's like a modified V. Instead of being a V, it's like a V and then flat. It's like if you take a chainsaw and just cut
Well,
it.
that could be actually quite good.
It's a really nice boat, and they did that so if you got beam onto a cresting wave, it didn't flip the boat. Because I've seen so many. I flipped them that way.
It catches.
It catches the edge and flips. Okay. These ones, it'll just slide, which I've done in that already too. So
and on that,
they're hard to flip.
If you are 2 people on a boat, you can't get past, I reckon, the Tohatsu 9.8. I'm not sponsored by these guys at all, but it's a great motor. It's super light. It's not going to break your back. It's only 26 kilos for 10 horsepower, and it will get most dinghies and 2 people up on the plane. So that would be a must.
Yep.
Well, that's what I've got at the moment.
Good engine.
Yeah, good engine.
Yours is a Tohatsu?
Yeah, because it's so light. It's the lightest power to weight ratio.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Because I hate, the big, they're 40 kilos. Those
mine
big,
is pretty heavy.
It's like
I can do it.
It's 39 kilos, isn't it? I bet you.
Mine?
Yeah.
Maybe it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
I'm pretty strong, and I can barely handle that thing by myself. Anything bigger, I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I try to avoid the.
But I can have it in one hand and walk down the stairs and then put it on the boat.
Yeah. It's a heavy.
But I'm in my prime. I'm in my prime, people.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got dinghy. We've done that.
That's a great one. Yeah, dinghy is always a problem. Where place to stow the dinghy. We got a place. So now you have electricity. You have water, food, like cooking, medical,
implements of destruction,
car.
Implements of destruction.
Feeding yourself, getting food.
Spear
Man, you can. Fishing. I swear, it's so cheap to go spearfishing in the morning for 3 hours, come back with fish and feed everyone.
And it's fun, and it keeps you fit.
Yeah.
And it's
really good exercise.
Really
stupid good exercise.
Yeah, like your whole body is moving, and it's good stuff, and you feel good shooting your fish.
Yep.
And sharing.
Yep. And
oxytocin.
It's a sustainable way to eat.
Yeah, because you see the fish you want and you take that fish.
And you hunt it. So, what else? That's, you know what?
Okay, that's 7 or 8.
Let's call it the top 7 things.
Or 8. Whatever it is.
Or 8 if you count the bug assault gun. Those things are rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's,
That's probably it. Good kitchen knife if you like to cook. A good...
I don't have anything good like that. All of my knives are blunt as hell.
I fucking hate blunt knives. A good knife sharpener.
Yeah, I got that. Sort of.
Oh, you know what? You have to have a underwater light or 2 that are always charged because you never know when you're going to have to go in the water at night and cut some shit off your boat.
Yeah.
Or there's just so many times where that thing has saved me. And put it right next to your companionway, somewhere right next to your companionway where you can find it in the dark.
And have 2. And don't get the ones with the switch. You might disagree with this.
No, I completely agree with it.
The screw-on ones, where there's the 1 round O-ring at the back, and as you tighten it and then you go a little bit further, that's how it turns itself on. They're the best. They do not leak. As soon as you get a switch that you go either side, it's not going to work. Yeah. And you can get these tubular ones. I mean, they can be big and they can be quite bright, and that's all you need.
I got one that's actually pretty good and it has a switch, but it's got a covered switch.
Yeah.
Check this out. It's called Light and Motion.
And also you need my boat gets very wet.
You ever seen one of those? Nope. The switch is here.
Oh, okay.
And
so
it's a sealed switch, and it's a sealed battery as well. You're shining it right at the camera. You gotta hold it to turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
Yeah, that's quite bright.
And the cool part about this one is it's a sealed battery with a proprietary charger, so you never have to worry about taking the battery out and But I never break the seal on this thing. It's welded on.
Okay.
So
maybe
theoretically it should never leak.
Okay, but that is one material, and that's another material. So there's some...
But it's glued together.
Yeah, but there's some junction between them.
But it's glued together.
Yes, but the other ones...
It looks like you can change the light too, actually, because there's some threads on this. But anyway,
Well-
I mean,
See how it goes. You know, give an appraisal after 2 years.
I will. I will.
But yeah, that's a good point. And you do have to go in sometimes in the water at night.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you had to do that much?
Yeah, I did it with the lightning.
Oh, that's
I
right.
had to-
Oh, that
I
sucks.
had to plug the damn hole.
And you did it when your boat, with all the crocs.
With the sinking. Yeah, that's all good. It's all good,
Yeah.
people.
I've had to cut. I sailed full bore into a net once, and it wrapped around my prop. Full sails up. Boom, we're stopped. Couldn't figure out what the fuck happened because it was like nighttime.
Yeah, and you can't
And
really see the
I'm
net.
like, I get my trusty underwater light, and I'm like looking around, and then there's a boat like right there. I'm like, oh my god, tack! Like I thought we were gonna hit it, but we couldn't tack, and now the rudder's hard over. We weren't going anywhere, and then I realized what happened, and I was like, you asshole!
Did you have lights on?
No, we had no lights on, and nobody was in it. Nobody was in the boat, and I figured out
This
later.
is out at sea.
Yeah, this was like 30 miles offshore, and I figured out later that the Ecuadorians, they like to set their nets, and then like 3 or 4 of them will get into the same boat, and they'll just get drunk, and then they'll get up in the morning and go get their nets, go to their own boat.
Oh, so there's boats around.
So there's boats everywhere. There's tons of boats, but you can't see
Off
them.
Ecuador.
Yeah, and if
Shit,
you-
I'll be doing that run.
dude, it's hard.
gonna-
There's so many fishermen there. It's the top tuna cannery in the world. It's like there's so many.
How many
fishermen.
miles do I need to be out to avoid
Probably.
these boats?
I ran into one from Manta 500 miles out to sea.
Off Ecuador.
Yeah.
Is that when you were peeling away to get to Easter?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Pitcairn?
We
No,
almost
Easter.
hit a guy in a fucking lancha with a 75 horse one Yanmar 500 miles, and I was like, "Where are you from?" Oh, we're from Mana. We're trying to get out to where the purseiner boats don't go. That way we can bring back some
How
tuna.
much fuel would they have had?
Oh my god, I don't know, but I mean, imagine one engine, dude.
Oh,
They're screwed. They're dead. I did the math, and it was like 2.5 days of full bore throttle motoring to get home.
Wow.
That would be horrible. Anyway, yeah. What was the point of that? Oh yeah, the light.
That
So
underwater light.
so you could cut that out. Anyway, I had to cut that thing off. Couldn't get it off. It was just like it was full of something, or maybe it was attached to the bottom or something. Maybe it was full and then it attached itself to the
So
bottom.
then, how did you have to reverse out of it, or how did you?
I cut it off. I cut it off the prop, and we drifted
just went
away,
up
and
the
I raised
Oh.
the jib up, and we sailed off.
Oh,
It was horrible.
wow.
What a scary.
You could have grabbed a fish on the way. You could go.
It
you know-
was. It felt like it was an anchor line to the bottom. It was just not moving at all. It wasn't like a net. It was like the hardest line. I
Really?
couldn't even like get it off the
How
prop.
deep was this?
I don't remember.
It was 500 miles out.
It's not. No. I didn't hit the net 500
okay,
miles out.
okay.
I was hit the boat 500
Okay.
miles out. This was like probably 10 miles offshore.
But still, it could be very deep.
Could be,
Or
or
could
could
be
be
very
very
shallow,
shallow.
yeah.
I can't really remember.
You don't know.
But
All right, so we've got a torch now.
torch.
Well, underwater one.
This is taking a long time.
Yeah.
We're going off on rant. I think
No,
people
it's
might
good
love
rant.
this. They might hate it. Battery's almost dead. We need one more thing.
One more thing.
Torches. I actually have a torch and a knife on my. Actually, this is what I have on my companionway that I stuck next to my companionway. I have an underwater light in a little case. I have a knife that's sharp that I always have there, and I get pissed if it's not there because I fucking that's my knife. And my remote for my dinghy light. And if you haven't seen that yet, I put it out in a video. But I have this dinghy light that they sell that has a little tab. I just cut the tab off and 5200 it to the top of the dinghy, and then I use the channel clicker for the light, and it goes from white to green to all the different colors.
How much was that?
It was like $60, and it's the best, or maybe $100.
How many times has it saved your boat?
Oh, dude, saved me twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Once it was the tide caught it and sent it out to sea, and yeah, saved my boat.
I got one more thing, people. Because we don't, well, on my boat we're not big on fridges and freezers because mostly it's turned off. If you have a dryer, like where you can dry fruit, or you just buy dried fruit, if you can have I don't know, maybe 20 kilos of almonds. Well, almonds are not dried, but apricots and pears and just dried fruit, sultanas.
I would love to have that.
That, and if you have your own dryer, if you go to these Central American and South American countries, the fruit in Cartagena, oh my God, it's so cheap.
It's so cheap.
You buy bags and bags, and it's
More
like
than you can eat.
1/20th of the price in the US, maybe even better than that. And you dry it out, you've got food that doesn't go off, and well, it can go mouldy on my boat, but it's good sailing food. You don't have to cook. It's if you have
My
almonds.
problem is if I have that, I always just munch on it, and then
Well, you got to be disciplined. It's true. Well, I think everyone's like that, though. Yeah, but you got to understand it's quite concentrated, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you eat a dried apple, you eat a few pieces of that. You've just
need-
eaten 3 apples.
Yeah,
your body's going.
You need like some serious water.
Yeah, you will. You have to rehydrate it. But yeah, if your alternative and you don't have big fridge freezers, a dryer, and they don't cost much.
That's a great idea.
And they don't weigh much.
There's a Neunemeyer wrote a book called Sailing the Farm. You ever read that book?
No.
Oh, it's a great book. I have it on PDF. Actually, you can just Google search Sailing the Farm, and you can find it on PDF.
Okay.
It's free. And in that, he describes and maps out how to build your own solar dryer.
Yeah, of course you could do that.
Yeah, beautiful. You hang it from the spreader, and
I mean, you find little islands. We found little islands in the middle of the Caribbean. There's no insects at all.
yeah, nice.
So you can dry anything.
Yeah,
It's windy and it's sun, so it's going to dry.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's alternative, people.
No, I don't think so. I had on my last boat. I didn't have a fridge, and we had 5 gallons of quinoa, 5 gallons of flour, 5 gallons of popcorn, 5 gallons of rice.
Popcorn.
Yeah, oh yeah, popcorn's awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah, popcorn.
Really?
It's so easy to keep. Bugs don't get into it. It's hard as shit. It lasts forever, and it's really good.
It's indigestible. You know that.
Is it?
It's a roughage.
Oh well.
Well, it's cellulose.
It's something to eat.
Yeah, it is, but it comes out. I mean, it
Good for it.
it
Cleans you a little.
it would. What's the word? It scours the insides of you, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But there's no food value except for the salt or the butter or the, if you can call that.
Some people
food value.
I like to put on Tabasco sauce on my popcorn.
Wow.
I think we had two 20 liters or 5 gallons of flour. In fact, I'm sure we did.
20 liters of flour.
We have 40 liters of flour.
You were making bread on the boat.
We were making bread, we were making pizza, and we were making pancakes. And we used a lot of flour. It takes a lot of flour to make pizza. I made pizza here on the grill. It was really good.
Oh,
I'll make it again.
Yeah, it'd be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
But you don't
Fish pizza.
put dairy on it, though, do you?
Fish pizza. Yeah, I mean, if we have some cheese, I'll put cheese on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect you. I keep away from dairy people.
Yeah,
It's not good for you.
It does. I have Crohn's disease. I told you that.
Yeah.
So I don't really like dairy, but I like cheese.
Yeah, I like cheese.
Some of the time,
I like it too, but
it makes me gassy. So.
no, it goes to my joints. I can feel it.
Oh really?
Oh, it's almost like within a day.
Yeah, it makes me lethargic. Makes me kind of sick. It makes me diarrhea.
I don't think we're supposed to suckle cows, people. Anyway.
No, that's calf baby growth formula.
That's right. Not human.
Baby cow
Baby.
growth formula.
Or human adult.
It'd be
growth
funny.
formula.
It'd be funny if we marketed like breast milk from human.
Yeah, like you could have breast
Like,
milk
oh,
cheese.
this is Aunt Jemima. It's the best.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And like women that
Why hasn't-
eating special diets of like
Yeah.
pure sugar to make their breast milk sugary.
Really?
It'd be weird.
Or they can eat garlic and you can have savoury breast milk.
We need to stop, dude.
I don't know.
So look, thank you guys so much for watching our
Rant.
This is the second rant.
Yep.
We should just call this Plucky and James rants.
Yes, we would do more, but
It's been an hour we've been sitting here. I'm
Yeah.
kind of hungry now.
yeah.
Let's go get some food.
All right. Okay. Good night, good people. I hope you're doing well and COVID's not biting your bum.
Much love.
All right. Bye.
See you guys later.